Welcome to this video on the OnePlus Watch 3, and in these videos, or this video series, I'm talking you through some of the basic features. I had the watch now for about 48 hours and these are some of the changes and the learning curve that I went through, so I want to share them with you. This time in this video we're going to have a look at the brightness setting. So you're going to scroll down from the top and you want to select the cog button. And then you're going to select the brightness display. Now the first setting is raise to wake. Now what this does is, it means that when you turn your wrist like so, it will turn on the display. This is quite useful. It doesn't use up a lot of the battery power and works quite well because it means you don't have to press a button in order to look at the screen. So we're going to turn that one on. The next one, if you use the crown button here to scroll down, is tap to wait. Now there's a feature where you can tap the screen to wake it up rather than having to touch the button here. Most of us are used to pressing our devices and touching the screen to wake up, so this is what we're going to try and do here. So on this one, tap to wait, turn it on, and we're sorted. Now if you're the kind of person that's constantly knocking and touching their watch, then you might want to turn this feature off, but it's quite a useful one. Saves you having to press this button to turn the screen on each time. We then have the brightness. So the first thing to look at is the time screen out. And I've set this to 10 seconds. You can probably see for this video 10 seconds is probably not long enough because it keeps timing out. It goes all the way up to a minute. Obviously it will use more battery life. Depends on how often or frequently you're looking at your watch and what you're doing. At the moment I found 10 seconds is probably not quite enough, but ideally what I want is about 15, but there isn't, there's only 20, so I've either got too little or too much at the moment. So that's quite a good one to set. And then if we go to the watch face after how many seconds, so this is exactly what it says. When do you want it to return to the watch face? And always on display. Now this is a huge battery drainer, so I've actually turned this off. So what this means is that when you finish using the watch and it's locked, the screen will go to the watch face, and it's a slightly dull version of the watch face, but it doesn't use as much power, and it's always on, hence the name. I've turned it off because it uses too much battery. I think I ended up with about 30% in one day was taken up by having this feature on. So I've turned it off, but again it's up to your preferences and how you use it. Text size is the size of the font, and animation booster. This is off at the moment, and to be honest I haven't seen any difference or problem with the animations or with the function, so I've left this off. Again, it's a big battery eater, so my advice is probably to leave it off. Then we go to the brightness, and we've got adaptive brightness, which is where the brightness will change depending on how sunny or light it is in a room. I'm in quite a sunny room here, so it's on full brightness. I did turn this off originally, and I had set the brightness at about half, and then I went outside and I couldn't see anything. So I would advise that you set this on. It's not particularly a battery drainer. It does depend on the type of location you're in. If you're in a particularly bright part of the world, sunny part of the world, then you probably can turn this off and put the brightness at full. And likewise, if you're in a particularly dark place of the world, or it's winter, then you can probably drop this down as well. So those are the brightness and screen settings. Have a play around with them, and in the next video we'll have a look at sound and vibration.